Good afternoon to all my wonderful viewers out there, and welcome back to another drop list video, the series where I cover all the items that are releasing in a specific week for various different streetwear brands. And in today's video, I'm going to be covering everything that is dropping in week 8 of Palace's Autumn 2022 collection. Yes guys, it's that time of the week again. Time to cover the latest week in Palace Skateboards' latest season, and this week we're going to be covering week 8, Palace's Autumn 2022 collection. Now, we have some idea of what we're going to get in this 8th week of the Autumn 2022 season. We know that we're going to get a New Balance collaboration on some 580s. We recently covered that in a sneaker talk video. Definitely go check that out if you want a more in-depth look at the upcoming sneakers. Now, they will also be releasing a week later on the 30th, I think. Definitely go watch that sneaker talk video if you want a certain date, because I've kind of already forgotten. I think it's the 30th. I think it drops on the 30th, a week later. So if you miss out when it drops today, Friday, on Palace's web store, you can pick it up a week later. But yeah, we're aware that we're getting a New Balance collab, and of course we're going to be getting some seasonal items. So in this video, we're going to be covering the New Balance collab again, the seasonal items releasing in week 8, the release details for week 8, and my thoughts and opinions on the individual pieces and the week as a whole. Now, how we're going to cover all that stuff is by using a Max Merch More Instagram post. We'll head on over there now and we'll start covering the release details for week 8. So here we are at the post that we'll be using to cover week 8's, everything to do with week 8 actually. It'll be linked down in that description section below if you guys want to check out the post yourselves. We'll first cover the release details and then we'll dive into it page by page on what we're going to be getting this week. Let's quickly cover those release details though. Palace Autumn 2022. It says week 7. It's meant to say week 8, literally in a post before this post here. Look, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says Palace Autumn 2022 week 8 estimated price list, which is the post before. So it's obviously just a little bit of a spelling mistake there. That's okay. We forgive Max Merch More. They always provide us with those amazing details, so we can forgive them a spelling mistake. All items releasing will release Friday, September 23rd, which, just checking it, yep, that all matches up. 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the US online store. 11 a.m. British Standard Time for the UK online store, but that ships internationally, and I think so does the US online store. I've never personally bought from the US online store. When I have bought Palace, I've bought it from the UK online store. You'd probably just want to pick whichever store has the cheapest shipping and is closest to you ideally, but if you're lucky enough to be living somewhere where there's a Palace physical store, well, obviously you can just walk on down and go in. Well, there's probably going to be a queue, but you know, you can. The estimated price list will be posted on Thursday evening, so that has already been posted, and that was the post that I was just referring to. So if you'd like to know the retail of some of the pieces, like how much the New Balance are expected to retail for and everything like that, well, head on over to Max Merch More and go check out the post, fellas. It's also dropping on the Saturday, the 24th, in Japan. So Japan gets it 11 a.m. Japanese Standard Time in store and online. China gets it as well through the WeChat store, Palace_skateboards on WeChat, 11 a.m. Chinese Standard Time. If you guys have any further questions about when and where it's dropping, drop them in that comment section below or hit me up on Instagram and I'll try and help you out the best I can. But yeah, now that we've covered all the release details for week 8, we've got to get into the pieces, guys. Let's check out what we're going to get releasing in this week. Let's start by covering page 1. Okay, to kick it off with, we have the paneled shell jacket in a pink color. I gotta say, I'm a big fan of this. I don't own any track jackets or jackets like this in my wardrobe, But if I was to pick up something like this, this would be something I would be looking to pick up. I really like the panels, the colors. Palace has really come in here and done a really good job with this jacket. It feels like a vintage 90s jacket. I just love everything about it. If the materials are on point, the price is good. It's a very nice piece to pick up. I would definitely recommend picking it up though with the matching pants, even though the pants are, I guess, an inverted color scheme of the jacket. As we can see, there's more pink and little bits of green and black here, whilst it's a little bit more a third with each color with this one. But yeah, I really do think together it could look really nice. It would look even really nice with the black pair of pants if you don't want to go with the pink ones. But yeah, an awesome piece right here. Fantastic. And it actually works very well with the New Balance shoes that we have just here. So here are the 580s that are releasing in collaboration with Palace. It's got Palace branding embossed into the furry suede on the back here. It's also got a detail that I didn't discuss about in the Sneaker Talk video. The tongue is actually a pocket. You can unzip it and put some stuff in it. Palace teased that in a video on their Instagram story about, I don't know, maybe less than 24 hours ago. But yeah, that is an added feature of this collab. It's got an extra pocket, which is the tongue, and it's got, of course, that hairy suede throughout. I, again, in the Sneaker Talk video, mentioned that the gray colorway is the superior colorway. I still feel that way because this colorway here still just reminds me of Buzz Lightyear just a little bit too much. So yeah, definitely going with this one here. Moving on down, we obviously get the matching paneled shell pants to match the jackets. The jackets in the other two colors are very, very nice as well. I would have to say my second favorite is probably going to go to the jacket in the black color with the white and the red. Very nice. The navy is my least favorite. It's mainly because of the vault, but the vault is used sparingly enough or used in a good enough proportion where it's not a complete turn off for me, but I definitely say it's still my least favorite colorway out of the three colors. But yeah, a very solid first page for week 8. I'd have to say my favorite piece on the first page is going to be the pink shell jacket. It's just nice. Really nice color options. They've done well with that one. That's a really good jacket there. But yeah, let me know how you feel about page 1, guys. We'll move on now to our second page and see what we're getting in week 8. Up next, we have the Polartec quarter zip jacket coming in a gray, orange, and black. Honestly, I hate, I'm going to say this. I really wish Palace actually kept it as toned down as the front is here and didn't have the huge trifold on the back of it. I think it just would have looked a lot nicer, keeping it easy, keeping it clean, Polartec material, a little trifold on the front. You know, you got to let us know that it's Palace releasing this, but I feel like that was a good enough indication and we could have just kept it at that, because this gray one here on the front, I'm loving this. This looks really nice. It's going to be really comfy with that Polartec material. But I just know there's a huge trifold on the back of it, like showcased on the orange one here, which is a bit of a bummer, but at least it's done in the same monotone color as the jacket itself. So it's not like it's a huge logo with a contrasting color that we're going to really notice. But again, I would have liked it without the logo on the back. Definitely in the black and the gray, it's my favorite colors. The orange, not so much, not so much. Next we move into the Tri-Atom t-shirt, a fun little play on the Palace Trifold logo with an atom being, I guess, thread through the trifold there. It's fun. It's not something I could see myself wearing though. It comes in a variety of different colors: pink, purple, yellow, green, gray, navy, white, and black. Just not a tee that I would wear. Bit too loud with the graphic on the back. Next we move into the Light Beer t-shirt, which I think from memory has a graphic on the back as well. It features in a pink, grey, navy, and white. No, yeah, the graphic tees aren't doing too much for me this week. At least on page 2 anyway. But yeah, that is everything releasing on page 2, guys. I'd have to say my favorite piece from page 2 has got to be the Polartec jacket, probably in the grey. I think the grey is really nice. I've got enough black jackets in my wardrobe, enough black clothing. This grey one's nice, and it would be nice and textured as well. And I actually, as another detail, really like just the black detailing around the zip and the collar and around the cuffs and waistline. it's yeah, it's just that like simple little hit that just, you know, adds a little bit of flavor to it. It would have actually been really nice to see some gray paneling done on the zip and on this one, on the black one, but maybe that's just how I feel. But yeah, very nice piece. That is page 2. We'll move now into our final page, guys, which of course is page 3. Oh boy, oh boy. We've got a very interesting graphic tee here. We've got the Pets Are Key t-shirt, releasing in a white, green, black, grey, and a purple. I think this is hideous. I think this is one of the worst tees that I've seen this season. I was actually really keen. I was going to end up this video and be like, week 8's nice. There's no pieces that are absolutely awful. You know, pretty solid week. You know, it's all right. But then they ruined it on page 3 and they showed me this tee. This tee is awful. Look, if you've got that like personality and you really like your satire tees and your dumb tees, I can see this working for you. But just like for your average day bloke, if I see you rocking this, I'm gonna be like, I would have rather see people wear the light beer tee or the Autumn tee. Like this is yeah. I can't. Nah, it's a no from me on the Pets Are Key tee. The P is for pooch. It's, yeah, nah. Well, that is the other color of the light beer tee. What is my favorite item on page 3? I'm kind of forced to pick the light beer tee because I don't want to pick the Pets Are Key tee at all. But yeah, we'll leave it at that. And I don't even really want to pick the light beer tee, but it's my only option, isn't it? Yeah. Ugh. Okay, well, there we go, guys. That page ends off week 8 for us there. I gotta say, look, up until page 3, we were doing quite well. I really like the jackets that are releasing this week. The Polartec quarter zip and the paneled shell jacket are very nice pieces. I like the colors they came in. The tees didn't do anything for me this week, especially the tees on page 3. But, you know, each to their own. We're all going to feel very differently about it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on week 8, guys. Do you like any of the items releasing in week 8? Are you going to be picking any of them up? Let me know how you feel about week 8. Down in that comment section below. Well guys, that's everything to be said about week 8. We covered the release details. It's releasing on the 23rd or 24th, depending on your region. We covered all the pieces releasing in it. I would have to say that the jackets were definitely a highlight this week. Yeah, and we covered my thoughts and opinions throughout. I'd love to hear from you guys though. I love having that conversation with you down in that comment section below. What are you picking up? What are you feeling? What size, color, etc., etc. Let me know what you're picking up from week 8 down in that comment section below. And of course, if you guys want to keep covering upcoming Palace weeks, upcoming Palace collabs and seasons, you just got to give me the 3 indicators I always ask you for, which is a like on this video, a comment in that comment section down below, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. The 3rd best indicator there. We're trying to aim for a new subscriber milestone of 3,445 subscribers before the end of September. If we hit 3,450, I'll update our little subscriber milestone. Hopefully, with your guys' continuous support, we can reach that milestone. We'll just have to wait and see. But hopefully, with your continuous support, we can do it, guys. Let's see if we can hit 3,445 before the end of the month. Well, that's everything I got to say about the 8th week of Palace's Autumn 2022 season, guys. I wish you the best of luck if you're going for some of these pieces. I hope you managed to pick up what you want in the size and color you are after. But until the next Palace video, until the next drop list video, until the next streetwear talk video in general, guys, I'll catch you later.